And welcome back to Summit Country Day High School. We're about to start the second half here at the majestic campus that Summit has here. An Ivy League school essence that they have. Just a beautiful architecture around this school if you come and just take a nice look at it. Wonderful school buildings here as we get started. 32-19. Your Cougars are down by 13. Not a good first half offensively for the Cougars. First quarter was something, but we got Melson driving the lane, hits back iron. Mosai with the rebound. Here, the Cougars need to do something offensively. Move around, create opportunities. Mosai airballs it. Not the possession you want coming out of the second half. Darnell Parker clearly wanting his team to be more effective passing the ball. Something Summit did the entire first half as Martin loses the ball. Mosai has possession. He was just laying on the ground. There's a jump ball call, and that's going to go towards the Cougars. So TJ Walker and Sam Martin, the big tributers in the first half for Summit. Not a whole lot of happening offensively for the Cougars. Bryce Butler doing majority of the scoring. Mosai, Daniel needs to be a huge contributor in the rebounding department. They're getting out-rebounded as a block is called. Micah Blythe trying to dribble drive with his left hand towards the baseline. Summit doing a nice job passing. The Clark Cougars need to model that this second half. Start creating opportunities for everybody, because if they're going to stand around and start just dribbling, they don't have the talent to just sit there and pop shots from around the court. Especially down 13, they're going to need some efficient passing and plays that get people open by setting picks, moving around, just creating space between them and the defenders. I'd like to give a shout out to a Clark alum joining us tonight, Raheem Dotson, now at Mount St. Joe playing football. Was at the CHCA game and now joining us here at Summit. Always like to see alumni coming back and supporting the Cougars. Also give Kevin Lewis a shout out. He was at the CHC game as well. Now with the Quakers of Wilmington doing his thing. So inbounding, barely a minute in. Micah Blythe, top of the key for three. Off the mark, a lot of threes taken by the Cougars already. And Mosai was thinking about another one. Their three-point percentage is 22% this season. So it's not something they should be looking for. Bryce, another three, far corner. Rebound, strong rebound by Damian Blythe, but then intercepted by Melson. Melson going the other way. Darius Chapman taking the charge underneath and doing a little shimmy with the shoulders. I'm excited. Maybe that will give him a little bit of confidence on the other end. Darius Chapman, against Superman, the excitement element of this basketball team. We're going to get Xavier Johnson coming in for Melson. As I mentioned, Clark was missing Kevin Lewis from last season. He was averaging 18 points a game. Well, on the other side, Summit missing their star, Evan Davis, who's averaging 15 points per game, was fourth in the league. Kevin was second in the league. As I mentioned, Evan Davis was behind Kenny Thompson of North College Hill with 15.7 points a game. The Thompson brothers from North College Hill are really tearing it up this season, as Summit saw last game. Micah, strong drive, really strong pass to his brother. You can't just be firing it like that, Micah. You got to be smart. He's inside the paint. He's really close to his brother. He can't give him a fastball that close to him. So the turnover, Sam Martin doing a nice job dribbling. And behind the backs, Aaron Davis loses the control of the ball. So still no scoring. We're at 2 minutes into the second half. Micah dribbling with his right hand now. Up with his left. Offside rebound. Damian Blythe puts it back up and scores. First points of this second half go to Damian Blythe. 32-21. Xavier Johnson sizing up Bryce. Good interior pass to Johnson, guarded by Chapman. Nice turn to the basket. And we're going to get a foul on Summit, a rebounding foul, and the Cougars will have possession. And right now you feel a little momentum in the Cougars' favor. So that's a third team foul for Summit. No team fouls for Clark, as we're at 5:18 in the third quarter. Lazy pass by Bryce to Micah. Xavier almost took it the other way. See what kind of play they set up now. Getting Micah open near wing. Micah finally passing it to Darius, getting it back now. Micah trying to be a one-man show here, dribbles into the lane, back irons it, tipped by his brother. Again, losing it. Martin going the other way. And just a wild layup. Darius Chapman faked like he was going after him, then backed off, and Martin completely, I believe, missed the rim, but on the rebound, Zarin Davis will get the foul, and we'll be shooting two. Foul will be on Mosai. Zarin Davis averaging 7.7 points a game. The 6'4" player is only averaging 2 rebounds a game. I'm sure that's a little skewed. Entry pass to Darius Chapman underneath, almost triple teamed. Zone defense now by Summit. Zone, well, actually, it's a matchup zone, it kind of looked like. It is. It's a matchup zone. It's going to hurt. A nice dribble into the lane by Mosai is just so off right now with this shot offensively. Not, man, you hope that he's going to get better. Oh, here we go. Dalling from the corner. You cannot leave Dalling open from three. Dalling from three is at 66% on the season. Scores 36-21 and a turnover by the Cougars. 3:50 left to go in this third quarter. Your Cougars down by 15. Xavier Johnson just dribbling into the lane. A block is going to be called. No one stopped the ball. And it looks like Micah will get that foul. Yep, Micah will be charged with it. And Xavier's going to go to the free throw line shooting too. Just, it's hard to watch right now for Clark offensively. Not making shots around the rim. Then you really need to start practicing those close proximity shots to the rim. Xavier misses the first. Looking ahead for the Cougars, New Miami this Friday at the Sea House. New Miami yet to win a game this season. Xavier hits the second, and we're going to have a timeout by Summit. Up 16, 3:40 left to go in this third quarter. Out of the short timeout, your Cougars down 16 points, 3:40 left to go in the third quarter. If we get a couple baskets in a row, get some confidence, maybe a momentum shift can start happening. But right now, this matchup zone defense He's really done well against the Cougars offensively. Dribble drive, kick out to Darius, far corner. 2 off the mark, and defensive rebound, 1 and done. And well up the floor is Alan Waltz, 5'11" junior, scoring on a nice outlet pass. 39-21 your score, and losing the handle of the ball. This is getting sloppy right now. Bryce Butler thought he got ball, sending Xavier to the line now. Up 18 with 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Xavier missing his first. Xavier usually good with his free throws, is at 89% for the season. As a team, Summit Country Day is shooting at a 60% free throw clip. It's the second. And clearly Xavier's upset with himself for missing that first. A man of perfection. So 40-21 your score, 19 down. Clark in danger of getting blown out at Summit. Micah, low post now. Elijah Jones in. Mosai out. Hawkins looking for Jones. Corbin finds it before it goes out of bounds. Hawkins inside, gives it up to Jones. Just kind of a pass that wasn't a pass, like help bail me out, but Micah bails the team out and hits a nice shot from the far corner. 40-23 your score. 2:08 to play, and it's going to be a reach-in foul by Elijah. He's got those long limbs. He just can't reach around being at his back, and that will be the 4th team foul for the Cougars. It was 3 quick team fouls for Summit, and since then it was 4 straight team fouls against the Cougars. Elijah trying to get the ball. Missed. And Dalling looking to drive. Gets his own rebound. Now loose. Micah picks it up. Micah forcibly making sure no one gets a handle of that. 1:48 to play. Nice defense by Summit, and then we're going to have a pushing foul. It looks to be on Xavier Johnson. And that's the 4th on them. 1:43 left to play in this third quarter. 40-23 your score as Darius looks to inbound it. Please check us out at Coach's Corner this Thursday as we talk about this game and the upcoming game against New Miami and see what Darnell Parker has in mind to change a little bit of this lack of offense that he's seeing from his Cougars these last 2 games. And we're going to get a holding, another call on Summit, so it'll be the 15th foul. Really no reason for that foul on the part of Summit. Up 17 points, just a silly foul. As Chapman comes out, Mosai comes back in. Now you got 2 big guys for Clark, the 2 towers, so to speak, for the Cougars, as Elijah Jones and Mosai Daniel. Daniel playing a forward position, having the ball now. Chance to steal it. Xavier just missing. Blythe for 3, and Blythe hits a 3. Blythe really the only scoring person for the Clark Cougars doing anything. Brooks for 3, and the response. So maybe a little bit of confidence for the Cougars, but Brooks puts in a 3 for Summit. Looks like a 3-2 zone now. Blythe again, feeling it. Hits another 3. 43-29 your score with 55 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Blythe is on fire right now shooting the basketball. So we go, 55 seconds left to play in this third quarter. Michael Blythe on a scoring spree himself, trying to single-handedly put the Cougars back in contention this game. They're going to need a big fourth quarter out of him and the rest of the team, down 14. Brooks for three again. Off the mark. Opposite rebound by Micah. 30 seconds left to go. They need possessions. They need points. Hawkins, the freshman, almost loses the ball. Gets it to Corbin. Back to Blythe. Ball should be in his hands right now. See if he can get something going. This matchup zone. Now Hawkins from the free throw line. Shanti Hawkins. Freshman contributing now. 12-point lead. And Summit's going to have this tick down. There's 5 seconds left. Summit's got to do Sam Martin for three. Far wing. Bounces off the back of the iron. And a decent spurge offensively for the Cougars to end the third quarter. Your score, 43-31. Only down 12 heading into the fourth.